find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't.
பப்ளியா எல்லாம் நம்ம பார்த்துருக்கோம். ஸோ இந்த இன்டென்சிட்டி எந்த அளவுக்கு சேலஞ்சிங்காக இருந்தது? என்னாச்சுன்னா ஒரு சாரி கேமரா சாரி பார்க்குறேன் சுவாமி. ஓகே, என்னாச்சுன்னா ஒரு பெரிய இன்டென்ஸ் சீனில் வந்து த மோஸ்ட் இன்டென்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் எடுத்து வந்து ட்ரெய்லரில் வச்சிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அது பார்த்துட்டு சடனாக ஓகே வாட் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங்னு யூ ஸ்டார்ட் திங்கிங் லைக் தட். But of course the trailer has to say a story on itself. So adukku da like the expressions are seeming so intense, but it also like when you watch the movie you understand it better. So I'm waiting for the movie to release and ninga paathitu ninga solunga. Super. So thank you. Welcome to Chennai.
Hello. Hi, hello everybody. How's everyone doing? Sab theek thak? All good? Vanakkam guys.
Vanakkam sir. So after the trailer came and seeing the promotions, nothing against Rashmika and Ranbir's chemistry, but there is more talk about your romance. What is happening, sir, actually?
Well, all I can say is that I'm just very blessed. I feel that I got an opportunity to be a part of this film and to work with my favorite actor Ranbir, and to be a part of this film means a lot, because I think a lot has gone to make this film, and I always knew that when I will be a part of this film is something which will be like once in a lifetime kind of a film for all of us. And very excited. Sandeep thought about me. I mean, I've said it earlier, Sandeep saw a picture of me in the days when I wasn't doing much work, and then he came to me and said, this is what I want. Why I want you is because I like this expression of yours in that photograph. So here I am sitting in front of all of you all, thanks to that photograph. Thanks to Sandeep for liking that expression. But really happy to be here, and I'm sure all of you, nowadays every movie has no language, every language they dub it, and it's become like a universal thing, like a film for the whole of India, you know, and that's amazing. And this film is an action drama which is so intense and so emotional, and when you watch it you'll actually enjoy it more because you can identify those moments while watching it. I mean, we all have a violent side to us, and the good and the bad, and when you watch this film you won't know who's bad or who's good. That's the kind of characterizations which have been written by Sandeep for the characters in this film. So I've said enough, but thank you guys for having us here today. Love to all.
And also another question, sir, about this whole swag thing. Even in the trailer, you come for few minutes or seconds, but the last shot, or even that the door opening scene, the one word immediately comes to the mind is, oh my God, swag moment. So how do you see that?
Well, Sandeep, it's Sandeep. I mean, working with him was magical. Being next in front of him, I don't know, we just mentally connected with him, and some of the moments which you're watching in the trailer are actually his thoughts of how to, the character should behave in his body language. So I really wish he was here today. I think he also wishes that he was here today, but the movie's releasing on the 1st of December, and there's a lot of post-production, little bit here and there left, so I wish he was here. He would have given you all exactly what he felt, but he's also a very shy person, so I don't know.
Thank you.
Very good. Namaste, good afternoon, Vanakkam. It's really a pleasure to be back in Chennai. I firstly want to congratulate you guys for an amazing year again in the Indian film industry. I think 3 of my favorite films made in India in the last 1.5 years has been from the Tamil film industry, that being Jailer, Leo and Vikram. So congratulations on that. Like Sir had mentioned that, Sandeep and the entire team has worked really hard in the dubbing of this film to make it seem like a film that the Tamil speaking audience will really enjoy. तो वो रीमेक की नौबत नहीं होगी, that you don't have to make a remake of this film. See this film as an original, and very excited to be here and to present our film Animal, releasing on 1st of December.
Okay, and you have your own style of working, as Rash was telling in another promotional video, that you ask the actor also whether it's okay to rehearse or you directly act. So in that way, this movie is so intense. So do you have that switch on and off button? Like, because do you carry the emotional thing which you've acted to home, or you easily switch off? How was that?
No, you have to switch off. That's your skill as an actor, being a professional. If you ask this,
face the camera,
if you ask this question to Bobby sir, he's still playing the antagonist, the villain. If he went home like that, his family would throw him out. So you have to really know where to draw the line. But like I've been mentioning it in a lot of my interviews now, is that when I was starting this film, I became a father at the same time. So it was quite strange to go and play this part and then go home to my beautiful daughter. But I could really differentiate between both the experiences, between real life and real life. I think to answer your first question, I think the conviction came from the director. I think Sandeep Reddy Vanga is somebody who is very original. He's one of the most original filmmakers I've met, because whatever he was narrating to me, us on set, we never had any reference to it. Usually, when you're making a movie, somebody gives you a scene, okay, this is the emotion. You think, acha, in this film, this had happened. You think of a South Indian film, a Hindi film, a Hollywood film. But in this film, whatever he was narrating, everything seemed so original that we all were very inspired to, do something very original. So all the credit goes to the director, Sandeep. And to answer your second question, yes, you are right. Especially in Hindi movies, we really tap into the mother-son relationship a lot. Even if we've seen films like, say, a KGF, which has the mother-son emotion. But I think this father-son emotion was something which inspired Sandeep to write this story. He told me the first time I met him, I asked him, I said, why did you think of this story and how did you think of this story? He's saying, I thought of the story starting with only one thin line, is that where would the obsession a son has for his father, where would it drive him to? What would it drive him to? To what kind of extremes? What would he do to protect his loved ones? Where would he go in his mind, in his actions? And I think that was a very interesting take on a father-son relationship, the obsession between father and son. So that was very exciting to be a part of. Well, the films and the culture that the Tamil audiences has been having over the years, we've seen videos of how you all celebrate cinema, how you all celebrate music, how you all celebrate your heroes and your heroines and everything. And I think that's very inspiring to watch, as an actor, somebody who aspires for that. When you see Rajni sir's entry, or when you see the Telepathy Vijay sirs, or all the great stars, Kamal Hassan sir, Ajit sir, you see that, their audience and their fans, they support them so much, they love them so much, they love the culture of cinema and movies so much. And I think that's very inspiring. And I think everywhere in the world, I think the Tamil root, the audience is a very strong base out here, and that's very nice.
Thank Tamil, Telugu, Hindi industry எப்படி இருக்கு உங்களோட work experience? அனிமல்ல என்ன ரோல் ப்ளே பண்ணிருக்கீங்க?
தமிழ், தெலுங்கு, ஹிந்தி, கன்னடா, industry, what do I say? எல்லா இண்டஸ்ட்ரி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டீம்ஸோடு வேலை பண்ணிட்டப்போ டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்கு மேம். ஆனால் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியோட டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் எதுவுமே பார்க்கல. ఈ ఫిల్మ్లో గీతాంజలి క్యారెక్టర్ I think Geetanjali understands the hero better than anyone else, better than his mother, his father, his cousins, better than anyone else. Geetanjali understands the hero, and she is grown up with him, and she's married to him, and she has the children. He's the father of her children. So I think she is one grounding factor in his life, but also for a Geetanjali character, nothing else matters in her life more than her husband. So I think that is the beauty in the film. See, again, all these emotions, you can't speak about these emotions. You should just watch it. So probably after the release, I'll have better things to say and more things to say. And I think the only thing I can say is this is the most intense character that I have played in my life as an actor, and it's the most real character without any sugarcoating or without any sort of filter. This is the most raw character that I've played in my life. So I'm very excited to get more roles like this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Ranbir.
Yeah, also,
Hello,
one
Mr.
thing.
Ranbir.
Sorry, I cut you off, sorry. You know, ma'am, you know how I explain my character in this film? I keep saying that I'm the zookeeper for all the animals here.
Hello,
I
Mr.
literally
Ranbir.
feel like
Shalini
that, so-
here. Did you finish?
Hi, Shalini.
Shalini here, and welcome back to Chennai.
Thank you.
Actually, parents versus kid. There will be a natural love, actually, so we don't need to any efforts or that. So, in this movie, the obsessed love on father. Did you have any doubts on that in the script in the initial stage?
No doubt at all. I think most of, especially the Indian, the Indian males, they always have some form of conflict with their father. You know, there is always this distance, you know, because there's so much of respect, but there is also fear. So I think the father-son emotion, especially in India, is something which is very sensitive, and it's not tapped into too much. So I think this film will really tap into that very interestingly. So I'm really looking forward to that.
So, another question. Actually, obsessed love on father. Is that bad or good? What is going to project in this movie?
I think any kind of obsession is not healthy. You know, sometimes there are some deep-rooted childhood scars that you have which remain. That's why you have the obsession. Everybody loves their parents. You know, nobody does not love their parents. But I think obsession is something which can get very unhealthy. In this film, of course, he's an obsessive lover of his father. He's somebody who is obsessed. But that also made a very interesting movie out of him. You know, that character became interesting because of that obsession. So that's okay for the movies. I'm not sure if that's okay for real life. You know, that's too much obsession for real life.
Thank you.
What kind of one animal?
It's a dad-son sentiment, but why animal?
Because I think you're seeing this film through the perspective of this character, which is the character I play, and other characters which I can't speak about. You should, once you see the film, you'll understand. But I think the reason why Sandeep Reddy Vanga called this film animal is that animals behave out of instinct. They don't behave out of thought. So this character that I'm playing, he behaves out of instinct to protect his family. He's not thinking, he's behaving out of instinct, he's impulsive. I think that's where the title Animal came, and once you see the film, you'll realize, this film suits this title, you know.
நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி இப்போ மல்டி லாங்குவேஜ் எல்லாம் பண்றீங்க, சவுத் இந்தியன் ஹீரோஸோட நடிக்கிறப்ப கம்ஃபர்டபுளா ஃபீல் பண்றீங்களா, இந்த மாதிரி நார்த் இந்தியன் ஹீரோவோட நடிக்கிறப்ப கம்ஃபர்டபுளா ஃபீல் பண்றீங்களா, அதை மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க.
அது ஏதோ ஒரு கொஸ்டின் சார். எனக்கு சார் எனக்கு ஸ்கிரிப்டு ரொம்ப முக்கியம் சார். ஸ்கிரிப்டு ரொம்ப முக்கியம். டைரக்டர் சார் விஷன் என்னன்னா அது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அண்ட் ஆல்சோ ஆக்டிங் வித் சச் பிக் ஸ்டார்ஸ் இஸ் சச் அன் ஆனர் ஃபார் அ பர்சன் லைக் மீ, பிகாஸ் ஐவ் literally come from Coorg and I didn't think I would be an actor, and today I am sitting in the same stage as such great people. So I am so feeling super honored, and I'm really grateful for what has life offered me. So for me, I feel like every opportunity that I get, I feel like I'm blessed. So I'm just having fun. I'm just praying God and thanking God. I'm being super grateful because of all the love that I receive in every language or every state that I go to. So I'm just grateful, sir. Yeah, there's no like, okay, different heroes or different directors. It's not that.
In the past, your father as well as your brother have depicted the role, the kind of role which you have done here, action-packed and very powerful. By any chance, did you have any opportunity to discuss your character with either your father or your brother?
I don't think my dad and my brother have done many negative characters. Yeah, but they have done a lot of action films.
The reference was to the action.
Yeah, the action film. Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of action in my life. I mean, my first film, I did action. So it's always been a dual thing. The duals were known to be the action men.
There's also this thing that the duels don't die.
So I mean, my dad was the first He-Man, and then my brother is, I mean, no one can be as tough as my brother. Gadar proved that. I mean, the real action hero from Hindi cinema. So it's just, I'm lucky that I'm a part of Animal and I got to do this action sequence. And Ranbir and me, we really worked hard. And as Ranbir was saying earlier, I have to piggyback on him, not him, because he's such a superstar and I love him. So I'm just happy that this action sequence, which you'll watch in the movie, is going to be so different, so well choreographed, so well thought, so real. You know, there's no special effects in the fight sequence. It's just raw, brutal, two animals fighting kind of an action.
Bobby over here on the right, on the left side. I mean, like you said, you are very choosy and you matter. I mean, you give priority to quality a lot than quantity, and it's your random wish. You do films, but suddenly we see you doing Animal, and then we heard that you are
That's
part.
why I was choosy. I was lucky to get it.
Lucky to get, and you're also doing a couple of. I heard like you're doing a couple of South Indian projects too. But what compelled you to accept Animal 1? And also, is that got to do with your producer Gulshan, because you share a good rapport with him? Can you just throw?
I think the story goes back to Sandeep, the director. I think he's the only director who's made one film twice and made them super hits both the time. And I loved both his films which he had made. And I got a call from him saying he wants to meet me. And I was like, is it really him calling me? And then finally it was him, and he chose me. And I was so happy. I was like, I think God has been really kind that I got this part. And I think it's once in a lifetime kind of a character. And I really, really enjoyed playing it.